you're looking to learn which buildings to loot in the new areas on the streets of Tarkov, you're in luck, because I've just spent the last couple of days spamming streets trying to find as many new rare spawns as possible. And I found quite a few. In this video, I'm going to cover this area of the map. I've taken footage from 2 live raids, and these are the routes we'll be taking. I'll go over keys and spawns at the end of the video, but for now, let's jump straight into it. We're starting out near the damaged house extract down there, and we're just gonna make our way down this road here. This area here is not new, I know, but there is a new apartment added in this building. First off, check the safe in the street here, and then come on inside. Now, this floor here is usually here. You can check this room if you like, but the new added part is if you go upstairs. You've got a toolbox spawn here in the stairwell, and then as you come all the way up, you have this entirely new apartment. There's a rare spawn in the chair, meds around on the floor and the table, and you also have a med case. You can get sugar and stuff in the kitchen here. There's this tiny duffel bag in here. You have different ammo, med and barter items spawning around here. I also forgot to look down to the left here where there are additional barter item spawns. Come all the way down to the bottom, and on this desk here I usually find some keg tape or a green battery. You also got more industrial spawns back here and a couple of filing cabinets. Come into the store where you find a lot of sugar and condensed milk all over the place. I usually come out of here with at least 2 or 3 sugars. Now watch out as you come into the street, because this area can be surprisingly active from time to time. Loot up this dead scav if you're feeling brave. And then make your way across the road. Down there we have the sewer river extract, and there's also a ration supply crate in the street you can take if you like. Instead, we're gonna go down this arch here and make our way to the financial institution building. Once again, this is not a new building, so I loot this place, but we're just gonna skip through it and make our way down towards the new area of streets. We have a bit of a rundown here, and while we do that, I think I can mention that with a lot of these spawns, you're gonna have to think on your feet, because you can't exactly follow this route perhaps, but as long as you bring the green flare with you, you can almost always make yourself a decent little route down here and get a lot of loot. Watch out for the sniper scavs as you come to the end here. I believe I actually fought 4 sniper scavs there. It was going crazy, they kept spawning. Either way, come over to the left here, and there's this old stash that's always been there. You have the Klimow street extract where you need the flare. That's right down here. Just go down until it says signal flare area in the right hand corner, and then you fire the flare into the air and run down the street. We're just gonna look to make our way across here though, over towards the mini mart. You can go in there and look for some loot, but I haven't been able to find too many nice spawns in there. It's a bit scattered and honestly not too good. Out here in the street, you have a dead scav you can check. And in the toy store here, after I dealt with these scavs, I almost got ambushed there even. You have a rare spawn here on the floor, and a dead scav behind the counter. You also have these lockers out here, but I've yet to see a gold spawn in one of those. Right here is the Shturman stash, and if you want, you could bring the key and try and unlock it. I'm not sure it would be a profit, but if you're juicing, it could be fun to try. Moving on, we take a ride into this restaurant, where you have food spawning on all of the tables. There's a duffel, a toolbox, and a dead scav spawning randomly around the place. And yeah, I got interrupted by a scav here, but that's fine, because we're going all the way up to 3rd, which is where we have our next key to use. Oh, just had to eat a little bit there. So come through the kitchen, and in here we got the Beluga Restaurant director's key, I believe. Make a left, and you got a rare spawn on the floor. And on the table, there's 2 rare spawns on either side. People are also talking about intelligence spawning here a lot. You got filing cabinets and a PC. There might also be more rare spawns that I haven't even found yet, so it could be worth to just have a look around. Alright, and one thing I wanted to show you here is if you come up the stairs and make your way over here, this is the Stylobate building elevator, which is an extract. So if you have that, that's another opportunity to get out of here. Come into the freezer, there's a dead scav, and you got these 2 jackets you can check out. We're gonna make our way back downstairs. But first, I just wanted to show you actually that this office here that we unlocked is actually a great sniper's nest. The visibility is really bad on this run, but if it's clear, you can see almost all the way down the road. So that's gonna be a great sniper spot. We're gonna make our way back downstairs now though, and try and kill this scav over here. Right, guess I couldn't. He's trying to take his revenge. But we're gonna continue along. Also watch out for the sniper scav up there. He can be quite lethal. As you come up to the end here, we're gonna make a right into this alley, which there's actually like 8 or 9 rare spawns in total down here, so definitely worth to check. I'm not sure if all of the tables spawn a rare spawn, but in the corner here, you definitely get one. And on this table right here, you also get one for sure. There's a skull ring there. In the back as well, we got chocolate right there. And I've been able to find a Bitcoin on this table here. Lastly, from what I found in here is a rare spawn right there, which spawns a lot of the time. And you got some random items around the place, so it's worth to just look around. Make our way across over to this apartment building here, where we got 2 new apartments that we can check. Come up to second, and right inside the door you got a jacket and some random items spawning around here. Toolbox in the toilet. Where the ram is here, I found a rare spawn. And on top of the suitcase as well, you got some meds spawning there. On the couch and in front of it I get food, and over here I found like an e-motor and stuff like that. So definitely worth a check. Kitchen, you get sugar, condensed milk. Make our way up to third, and right here in the front you get a rare spawn next to the phone. In here is another 2 rare spawns, may even be more, as well as back here. There's a rare spawn right there. And you also get some items on the couch. Now, there definitely might be more rare spawns up here, as I've come here a couple of times, but there could be some spawns I haven't seen yet. In the kitchen, you also get sugar and condensed milk. We're gonna make our way back downstairs and come out and cross the road. It seems pretty safe most of the time to cross the road here at the end, since not a lot of players come up here. But, you know, watch your step either way. So come into this building here. You can also jump in through the window there. I was debating with myself whether or not to include this spot here, but I figure it's quite nice because even though it doesn't have any rare spawns or super nice items, it's a good place to come up if things are starting to heat up. Now in the kitchen here, I found keg tape. And here you got a weapon locker and some filing cabinets. Also some peas laying there apparently. And here you get wooden crates spawning. Here I found sugar and chocolate, weapon box on the table, and there's a weapon box sometimes spawning next to the bed. So yeah, nothing fancy. Oh, you also get a food spawn there. But again, yeah, nothing fancy, but definitely worth it if you're just looking to spend a minute or 2 or waste some time, you know? Come back down to the reception where you can get med spawns and even a rare over here in the corner. And as we come back out here, we've got the Expo checkpoint extract right over there. We're gonna make use of the Cardinal Apartment complex though, which is down here to the right behind these trucks. So on the next run here, we've started up by check 15 apartment, and we're gonna run down the street which used to be closed off. Inside the Veterinarian's building, you get some food items here in the reception, and then pretty much I just make a round downstairs here because I find a lot of stims and meds on a lot of random surfaces. We had an adrenaline there. Stuff bag right here. And then this med room, you also get quite a few stims and meds spawning. Make our way outside, and inside this big blue building, which is the school, you can also get some pretty decent loot. Not a lot of rare spawns though. I always check out here in hopes of something spawning one day. And then in the office in the back here, you got meds and industrial items spawning. Make your way upstairs. And on these benches here, you can get some random assorted items. There's a chainlet. Come into this office. Same thing on the coffee table and on the desk. As well as in here. And then I've heard rumblings about a gold spawn in the back here. I've yet to find it myself. And of course there's a locked safe. The real motherlode though is out here, where you can get up to 5 duffel bags down this hallway. 3 or 4 can spawn down here. Then you got 1 down here. And 1 in the last room down here. Now this is an alternative way to get out of the school if you are, for example, being pushed by somebody. You can come out this way and jump down on the roof of this car. Oh, I was just hearing a scav, that's right. So we took him out and we made our way back into the kitchen. This office is where we looted downstairs before, and we're just gonna make our way outside. Once again, just being a bit careful. This door down there is where we entered the school, just to give you some reference. And, oh, taking care of the scav again. Just gonna jump down here and head for the red building. The red building here is the museum. And in all of these displays here, you can get some rare spawns. Got a Veritas pick there. Next to the stairs is a toolbox apparently. And there's also a duffel bag back with the displays. Come upstairs, you get 2 jackets worth checking. And in here you get sugar, condensed milk. And so far I found 3 different rare spawns. One there, there, and on this chair here. But there might be more, so you know, have a look around. In this small room in the back here, I haven't found anything yet, but I suspect there is a rare spawn or 2. Come back downstairs, and we're gonna head for the arch over here. Oh, somebody was shooting at me then. That's right. I forgot about that. But we take care of the scav, and I just kind of left that guy behind. Could have been a player scav or a player, either way. We come into this building right here, which is once again a great place to waste some time if you feel like the map is heating up. And here you got some filing cabinets and a PC. You get a bunch of duffel bags spawning in here, another PC. Come across, and you got more filing cabinets, PC. Here I get a green battery and keg tape several times, as well as chocolate right there. You got a duffel, more filing cabinets, and 2 PCs here. And yeah, there's also a toolbox right there. What you can also do is just use this place to run through. Come through the back here, run up the stairs. You got a dead scav and a PC block there. And up here, you got a pretty juicy room. So just make your way around the hallway here. You got a jacket there. Oh, yeah, look at this. I found the check 15 key on this run. Not bad, not bad. But in here, we got some rare spawns next to the TV. We got spawns on the couch, on the furniture, on the table. And in here as well, you get some spawns on this thing. As well as a rare spawn there on the floor that I just spotted. So yeah, come out the door, and we are gonna make our way over to this green building. Yep, there's only 1 room to check in here, but it's definitely worthwhile. So far I found a rare spawn on this chair here, and then there's 4 or 5 PC blocks, as well as a dead scav on the floor. You also got some rations over in the kitchen, so you can quickly make some rubles in there as well. Now we're coming to a bit of a danger zone. This is the old scav checkpoint that used to be blocked off. Now you can just run through here. As we come out to the right, we got Golden World, which is the jewelry store. And there can be a lot of different spawns in here. I don't think I've even found 10% of them, and you know, they seem to be not spawning too regularly. But as you saw there, I got a gold chain on the floor, so it's definitely worth a check. Make your way back into the street and then cross the road. We're going into this apartment building here, but first I just want to show you the Expo checkpoint extract from another angle. So that's it over there in the corner. So if you have the Expo checkpoint, you can also get out that way. But we're gonna come into this apartment building. Just deal with that scav real quick. And I've seen a medbag spawning there next to the elevators. We're gonna come up to the 2nd floor. And this safe down here actually spawns open like this. So come down, close it, open it up again, and you'll be able to get a bit of loot. This room right here, room 2, is actually a super nice room in terms of a sniper's nest. And you also get like up to 5 duffel bags in there, I think. As well as down the hall here, you get 2 or 3 duffel bags in that room if you're lucky. Ledges here, you can get spawns I've seen, but they like to hide inside them. So you might have to go close and look for the white dot. Making our way back downstairs, we're going through this building and coming out the back of it. This is an entirely new area they added with the expansion. And don't head for this building over in the corner. Instead, we're going to go for this Terragroup building. See the Terragroup signs here on the walls. Oh, scav there, that surprised me. But yeah, Terragroup signs on the walls. And then on the counter here, you get streamer items. You get a safe in this room here in the corner. And then in this room, which is the Terragroup security room, I believe, there is a grenade box and a couple of food spawns, as well as a key we can use in the back here. There can definitely spawn a lot of boxes in here, so this key is like 30k when I bought it. Definitely worth the rubles. I've also seen double M4s spawn in the weapon rack here. From here, I go back into the room with the safe and jump out the window, making a left, running up to the end here, where we also ended the other run. From here, it's up to you what you choose to do. You can of course head upstairs, loot the apartment on 3rd, or skip that and just cross the street, hitting up the alleyway and the Beluga Restaurant. It's very important you always bring a green flare, because that just makes extracting so much easier with these routes. I've been forgetting it a couple of times myself, and it's really a hassle, so try and remember the green flare. There's still a few added spots in the original parts of streets with some new juicy rare spawns. But this video is getting so long that I've decided only to include them in my next loot run on streets. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell, as I'll be dropping that later this week. Now, let's take a look at what keys you should bring and what to do with the different spawns you can get. For keys, you'll be needing the Beluga Restaurant Director's Key and the Terragroup Security Armory Key. You should also get both of the financial institution keys, as they contain a safe and up to 8 or 9 PCs in total, I think. Additionally, you could choose to buy the Shturman stash key for every run, as you will be able to open that up on the way as well. But once again, I'm not sure that will make a profit. As you can see here, this is only part of my keys collection for streets, and I'll be covering my use of all of these keys in future videos. Like I said, I also strongly recommend that you always bring a green flare and at least 5,000 rubles, allowing you to use the Klimow extract with the flare or the Texi extract if need be. Next up, we've got some spawns, and like I mentioned earlier, you'll need to be able to think on your feet with this run, since there are so many different spawns on streets now. You rarely get a spawn where you can just follow either of these routes, but anytime you do get a spawn in this end of the map, which does happen quite often, you can take advantage of the spots in this video, even though you'll have to customize it a bit for yourself. If, for example, you spawn up here in the new mall, I'll usually head up this way into the toy store and the Beluga Restaurant, and then continue along this path. Once you feel like enough loot has been picked up, you can choose to circle back to Klimow Street Extract, and that's the great thing about always bringing a green flare. It really opens up your options. I've got more loot runs coming for streets, and when I'm done, you should be able to have a route to follow no matter where you spawn on the map. I stream on Twitch from Monday to Friday, so come and watch me get Tarkov. If you're running low on armor repair kits, then check out this video, and thank you for watching.